Okay,
You're a full-time financial advisor.
Yes, I'm a full-time independent financial advisor. That's why I share with you. So a lot of people that when they saw me, actually got so many books so far. Now it's 6 books. So they thought that actually I'm full-time book author. That's a wrong impression. My full-time job is like sitting in the office advising people on how to achieve financial freedom.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So your focus, you were telling me, is on the middle income group.
Yes.
That's why you dedicated this book to the Malaysian middle income group. That's very specific. Because there are books about financial freedom written by Robert Kiyosaki, written by I don't know, all the other financial gurus, but they're targeted at the worldwide audience. Yours is targeted to the Malaysian middle income. Why are you targeting Malaysian middle income?
Because I have written books about how the wealthy people manage manage their wealth and things like that. So this time I dedicate this particular books talking about the middle class income people. Because middle class income people, they have a lot of opportunity. Most of them, they are in a peak earning years, peak income earning years, which means to say they are maybe like 35 to 45, 50 years old. So they are the peak at earning income years. And this is the period of time, if they were to optimize whatever they have made, turn it into saving and then investing, accumulate assets, then they'll be able to achieve financial freedom. But if they get into the bad habit of spending and upgrading their lifestyle, move into the bigger house, spend more on the credit card, then by the time they reach 55, they will still not be able to achieve financial freedom.
I like the topic of your book, Set Yourself Free, how to optimize your money and become wealthy with minimum effort and risk. Okay,
you focus on minimum effort, isn't it?
Minimum effort and risk. So what are the issues that you actually address when you say set yourself free?
I think first let's talk about the minimum risk part of it.
Okay.
Because I think just now, I think you mentioned about Robert Kiyosaki written so many personal finance books. One of the main message I have in the book is that I think I feel that Robert Kiyosaki's message of getting people to get rich, which involves taking a lot of risks, is a very dangerous approach to get wealthy. And over the years, I've seen many people who have taken risks without understanding the investment, the business properly, and then instead of getting rich, they become poor. And worse still, some become even bankrupt, lost their job. No? So I think what I try to actually advocate in the book, I would like to actually talk about an alternative way to become wealthy. So what I like to advocate in the book is that one should, before taking more risk, one should optimize whatever they got. They should try to convert their income into saving, learn to how to invest in a safe manner, try to achieve financial freedom first. Once they achieve this kind of financial security already, then only they should already take more risks. Whether going into the business or whether going to take more risk into a properties investment. So then, this is a safer way to achieve financial freedom and to get wealthy with minimum risk.
That's very interesting because most of the time, as you said, we are taught risk first, then financial freedom. If you're saying no risk, financial freedom, and then you go and take your risk. So what do we need to do to get this financial freedom without risk? What effort do we need to put in?
Because financial freedom, to achieve financial freedom, basically what we need to do, say for example, whether we make 5,000, 10,000 or 20,000 income per month, what you need to do now is to figure out how do we manage our spending, how do we have more saving, convert that into investment, and then build cash, and try to actually manage our living expenses in such a way that we reach a financial freedom, whereby financial freedom is a position whereby if we were to stop working, we will have enough income and assets to support our family lifestyle. That's what we actually mean. But definitely this is not rich. Definitely this is not wealthy. But it gives you financial security to your family. So if you take more risk to go into the property investment, you take more risk into opening a restaurant or another business, at least if you fail, you will not actually go back to a bankrupt position. You still provide financial security to your family.
Well, for those in the middle income group, a lot of them feel that they're like in a rut because it used to be we need to make our very first million. But just last week in the Star, the headline on the front page was millionaires are a dime a dozen. So they're making money, but the prices of things just climb up every day.
Yes.
So now there are many millionaires and the prices are higher than that. So we need to make more than that. So it seems like we're always climbing this ladder, but we never get to where we want to go.
We never get out of that race.
Yeah, we're still in that rut.
Yes, I guess that's why nowadays, whether you want to measure that, whether you achieve financial freedom or whether you become wealthy, it should not be measured by how much you have. Whether you are a millionaire or whether you make 50,000 a month or 100,000 a month. Because I have seen people who have made 50,000 a month, and yet at the end of the month, still got nothing much to save. No, can you imagine that? So I think we need to break a myth and perception we have in our mind to say that as long as I become millionaires, I got many millions, then I'll be financially free. Not so. So the first thing we need to actually break is to say that if you are serious about achieving financial freedom, we must start looking at the item that we spend. No, we must be able to manage what we really need, what do we really want. And it's only when we are able to control our spending to a reasonable level, and if we increase our income, then only we can see our wealth. No, otherwise there's no amount of income that you have can support your life. I have seen another client who have made 1.5 million income a year, but he has got 2 million living expenses a year. So I'm sure it blew your mind just like it blew mine. Because
2 million living expenses. Probably more than one wife.
You are quite close to that.
Quite close.
Probably more than one female companion.
That I'm not so sure. I don't have access to that information. I only have access to how much asset he has got, how much he spent a year.
So the golden rule would be basically to get assets, right?
Yes.
But in this modern day and age where we're talking about no frills housing, we're talking about low income group getting the opportunity to purchase a house, our first home. Is it really possible? Is it really easy to own an asset? Does an asset necessarily just have to be the house? Is there other things that
I would say that even though I think there are 3 categories of people as far as income is concerned. There are low income group of people, middle income group of people, and high income group of people. Okay, so what we are, of course, my book actually addressed these people who are middle income. But even though they are actually in a low income group people, I think it's very important for them also to learn how to balance their income with the spending they have. For this group of people, it's even more critical. So that's why when I encourage the habit of saving, I don't suggest to say that you must have 10,000 income, then you can start saving. Because you may have actually 3,000 income, and then if you force yourself to save 50 ringgit out of that per month, that is still to me a saving. Saving is a habit. Saving is a mindset. It's not about how much that you save. But once you started to acquire the habits, and it accumulate and compound from that. Because someone who make 100,000 and don't save a single cent is still not a saver.
Okay, so get back to basics. Saving is the key thing.
Yes.
Yeah, as you mentioned, that person who makes 1.5 million but spending
2
more
million.
than 2 million.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's another interesting thing, because most financial gurus say don't save. But you're advocating saving.
Put your money into different assets or businesses.
Because if you don't, because I think financial gurus are very a lot of financial gurus, they are also motivation gurus. So they like to motivate you to say that, okay, what you can earn is unlimited. What you actually can make is also unlimited. Sky is the limit. So then for that matter, don't have to worry about your expenses. But I think I'm more down to earth financial advisor, you can see. I believe that as much as you can go ahead to make more money, but it's very important to also manage your needs and wants. I mean, knowing that human needs and wants is unlimited. So if you just let your needs and wants just flow freely, I'm afraid that you may not be free financially.
So, well, we have the economic transformation program. So the vision has already been put in place, and it's not to say that we're not trying. A lot of people are trying.
Yes.
So, especially going into businesses. So, what about businesses? Do you recommend that we go into partnerships or keeping it in the family to keep the wealth in the family?
That's what I mentioned just now. I think in our country, we fall into the middle-income nations. We are now in the process of transforming ourselves to be a high-income nation. So which means to say, government do realize that to solve whatever financial problem of the people here is not only about managing the expenses, we also must increase the income, which I totally agree. But it's just that I believe that we need to be able to optimize whatever we got now, okay? Learn how to be able to save, how to be able to actually invest in a conservative manner, how to be able to manage risk before we go and take on more risk. Because I think Robert Kiyosaki advocates a lot about taking more risk, taking a lot of risk, and it sounds very easy, you know. But then I think it's very dangerous to take a lot of risk without knowing how to manage it. It's just like I think you put myself inside a Formula 1 car and then you ask me to drive and you tell me it's safe to drive. I mean, I never drive a Formula 1 car. If I were to press the accelerator, I just don't know which direction you go to.
Right.
So that is the same analogy that we talk about, encouraging people to take risks without knowing what is it all about and how to manage a risk along the way. And what happens if it go wrong? For example, you say a lot of people, I think Robert Kiyosaki advocates to people like, you quit your job, start building your own business.
Right.
But then what if the business does not take off?
Then you blame Robert.
I wonder if he's got any suits.
Unfortunately.
Yes, but I think it's too late to blame Robert, because by the time you realize the business don't work, there's already maybe 5 years down the road. And then when you're supposed to go back to job market again, you are like outdated already, you know. So I think it's very important that not to blame anybody when that happens, but it's to be cautious before you start.
Before we let you go, are there any safe havens when it comes to saving? People say gold is a sure safe haven, or fixed deposit. Which one do you advocate?
I would say that I think with the current time, like this inflation period like that, okay, because inflation is definitely actually growing faster than fixed deposit, because inflation, especially those people of us who live in KL. So I think for Bumi Putra, I always advocate Amanah Saham Bumi Putra is a good fund for them to actually invest, because that generally most of the time give them a higher return than fixed deposit, and even high this inflation. I think for non-Muslim, they definitely should actually explore investment, like maybe like bond investment, which may give them slightly higher return compared to fixed deposit.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your very grounded financial advice, really. So we can get the book at all bookstores?
Yes, you can get the books at all the major bookstores, and you can also order it from yapminghui.com.
There you go. You can check out the website, and you can also get the book online. Thank you very much for joining us.
You're most welcome. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Okay, now after this, we are speaking to Dina, asking her about her Hari Raya. But before that, we get to listen to a little tune from her. It's called